Hey, gals and guys, it's Kristen Mosier from MyMediaHelper.com, and going to get back into SharePoint a little bit here. I'm going to actually do two separate videos this time out. What I'm going to do, let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take both a Word document and a PDF document, and I'm going to pull from those and show you how I do that. And so you can put that on a SharePoint as a tutorial on a SharePoint. So let me show you exactly. So I've done some of these already. So these are just... yeah, we'll go this one, import, export, email contacts. So this is just instructional. So if someone needs to know how to do this, they just go right on here. And then they just go down and follow these instructions. I might have to change this around a little bit. It's kind of all together, but just to give you a general idea, let me find a better one for you, actually. Let me see here. We go into tutorials and did all these. We'll go into see all. And let me just pull this one up. This one looks a little better. It's a little more conform like that. So that's basically the concept of what I'm going to do here. I'm going to start with a Word document in this particular video, and then I will do a PDF on the next one. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is bring up Paint. That's all you're going to need. As far as the images are concerned, we're not going to need anything funky like Photopea or Photoshop or anything like that. We'll keep it very, very simple. So you're going to open up your main site, right? And I'm just assuming you have one. We're going to do a news post. So let's do a news post. Okay, and then I just usually just do blank and then create my post. And this is kind of a long title. As you can see, it's caching remote user credentials using ConnectWise to create it. I mean, that's freaking long as heck. I'm just going to put this right here as the title. And I'm going to do that right there. And I'm going to get rid of this. I don't want any images on my, oops, didn't mean to do that. Page details. Let's get rid of this. So I'm just going to do plain. And right here, actually, I'm going to change this color here and just do like a light blue. I mean, it's all going to depend, right, on what your theme is. I'm just going to get rid of me. I don't need credit or anything to that effect. All right, I'm going to turn the comments off. I don't need any of that. And then I'll just post the news. Okay, so that's a start. And then if you go here, I'm going to go to site contents. I'm going to have my site contents open. Actually, I'm going to have 3 tabs open. So my site contents, so I'm going to go to pages. And this is the new one that was created, I believe, caching remote. Yeah, okay. So this is the new one that was created. The title looks good. If I wanted to rename it, I just go in here, hit those 3 dots, put rename, and just put in the correct name that you want. So what I'm going to do is, all you have to do is grab onto this, and you can do Ctrl C for copy, or just click on your left mouse and copy that image. All right, what I'm going to do is bring up this, and I'm just going to paste. Oops, actually, paste is right here. Paste is right here. Did I not copy it? Let me go back and do that again. So I do want to copy. I do want to, let's Control V and see what happens. It's not going to let me do it for this, for a Word document, huh? All right, so it doesn't seem like it's going to allow me to do that. It's not going to allow me to copy this image to Paint, which is fine. We can do it another way. Let's just extend this. Let's get this off of there. We can up it. So if you want to zoom in as much as you can. And then we'll just do what I'm going to do here is going to do, in my case, it's an FN print screen. Your keyboard could be different. Just capture the screen. And then I'm going to paste. All right. And what I'll do from here is I'm just going to grab this tool right here. And I'll just do this. And I'm going to crop. This is a crop tool right here. All right. Just as good. For PDF will allow you to do it. When I do the PDF, you'll see that I just can copy and paste, but I guess Word's not going to let me do it. Let me call this, let me grab this again. Copy One Control V for copy. Call it cache remote user. This is the image that I'm naming. And then usually what I do is I go to the end and I put, all right, so, oops, 001. So the next one will be 002 and so on and so forth. PNG is what I know. You can do JPEG or PNG. I usually do PNG. All right, so that is saved. So I'm going to do new, and then it's ready for my next one. So I'm going to go to this one, and I'm just going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to do the same thing with all of them. I'm going to copy screen on my keyboard. I'm going to paste here. All right, and I'm going to grab this tool right here. And then I'm just going to crop out. You don't have to be 100% exact. If you're anal, be 100% exact. I am not. So we're going to save as, and then I'm just going to click on this, unhighlight, hit the number 2, because this is our second image, and then we'll get ready for our next image. Okay, we're going to do that all the way down. This article isn't very long, so it's not that big a deal. So again, we are going to print screen on your keyboard. We are going to paste. We're going to take this tool, and we're just kind of grab the area that we want, and we are going to crop, and then we are going to save as image 3. Okay. And more left, so we're going to hit new, and I know you're sensing a pattern here. And so we'll grab this one, print screen on your keyboard. All right, so make sure we grab that. All right, we're going to cut that out. Now you may have the images for this. I do not. This was pre-Chris. I wasn't around when this document was created. I'm just turning this document into a SharePoint News page, and that will be able to be searched through the SharePoint search, all the metadata on there. And then if someone has an issue where they need to cache a user, they can just go to the search and put in cache user, and then this article will pop up, and I'll show you that too. So we want to, sorry, I can't talk and think at the same time. So we're going to capture that and go to paste, and then this is the last image I'm going to grab. Make sure you grab that, and then just kind of highlight it. And then crop, and then save as, and then there's number 5. All right. All right, so I don't need that anymore until later. I'm going to shrink this down again to a usable, and we'll go 100%. All right, so I'm going to grab this text actually, and I'll go back here. I'm going to hit edits. I'm just going to throw this text in here for now. Yeah, it's kind of what that says. So let me go back here. I'm going to grab the first line. Do my Ctrl C. I'm going to go back here, and I might switch things up. I'm just kind of right now seeing what it's going to look like. You want it to look nice. All right, look at that. This is where my Grammarly kicks in. So whoever wrote this had some issues here. So if you want Grammarly, I'm using the Chrome browser. So get Grammarly. You can get the extension for Grammarly. You don't need to purchase it. This is the a free extension. You can get like the purchased product where you get more bells and whistles. But so you just go here, and then ConnectWise. Yeah, I like Wise being capitalized. Let's see what else they got going here. Oh, they got a space here. Otherwise, comma, the internet, the network, and let's put a period there. All right, and then so if we look at our document here, let's go see how it is. Okay, this is kind of, so we can put the image below or beside it, and we can play around with that. So just for instance, well, here's what I do. So, all right, we're going to put in an image, right? So I'm going to upload the image to start with. And I got to get to my desktop. So there's image number 1. So I'm going to add that image. All right, and there it is. And I might change this to a different color. I got to change this gray. So I just hit this, and there's the colors based on my theme I can choose from. All right, and then what I'll do is grab this, and I'll just put it. You don't have to grab the whole thing, actually. I just put a bullet point in there because that's instruction number 1. And then I'll just upload it. So this is what we got so far. And if we go back to, let's go to images here. I want to go into cache, or not cache, contents. The article's about caching. Your assets is where your images are sitting. Now, because I uploaded that, it built this folder for me automatically. I'm going to go into this folder. You see what it's doing here with this number? And I've showed this before in other tutorials, other SharePoint tutorials. I don't necessarily want that. So what I'm going to do is just, and you can change the name of that, or just, here, I'll show you. So you can either change the name of that, rename it, and just get that number out of there, just so it says caching remote user credentials number 1. And then what I do is I just keep that open. I grab all the images for that article, for that folder, and I just drag them over. Drag them over. This is another project I'm working on right here. So I didn't mean to do that. So if you get something over there you don't want, just highlight it and delete it. Here, let me get this out of here so it's not mucking up the works. So let me grab these again. Okay, there we go. Then you can just do A to Z, and you should have. All right, I'm just gonna get rid of this 1, 2, and delete that out of there. All right, so I got all my images for my articles in my assets under the correct folder. So that's all good. So I'm going to go back to this, and I'm just going to click on this, and I'm just going to garbage it. Click on this image. So now I'm going to hit Site because I've already uploaded. I'm going to go to Site Assets. I'm going to go to Site Pages, and there's the new. There's number 1. You can see if you highlight it over, it'll show you the complete name of the file. And there we go. All right, I'm going to put in step number 2. Okay, so I'm going to do text. I'm going to go back to my document and grab the next text. Oops. And I'm going to copy. And geez, I got to remember where I am. I got too much stuff going on here. Okay, I'm just going to I'm going to put a period on the end of that, which looks like a command prompt at the top. I'm just going to fix all that so it reads better. And then I'm just going to put a bullet there. All right, and I'm going to change the color to that. And then I'm going to add that second image. So again, I'm going to go to Site. I'm not uploading anything because uploading has already been completed. And you can see the new folders. They got these little 3 little, I don't know, what do we want to call them, half a star or something. Those are like whatever the hell they're called. It just tells you, okay, these are the newest files that you've created. So that's helpful to find what you're looking for. So here's number 2. And if you hover over it, there it says caching remote use. You'll know it will give you the entire name of the file. All right. So do I want it this way? I'm not 100% sure. This is where you can kind of come in and play around with the design aspect. I'm going to hit Edit Section. I'm going to make 2 parts. I can bring this over like that. And I know it might not necessarily like that because there's all this space. So we will see what happens with that. All right, we might change things around there. And then I'm going to make a new. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it, obviously. You can do it any way you want. So I'll just do 1 column for now. It's just playing around with it, making it look good. I mean, the most important thing is the information and having people get the information and having it get it with ease. I mean, it's good for it to look all pretty and stuff like that, but I think it should be an equal balance All right, so there's that. I'm going to turn this light gray. Going to get our third image. And again, we're going to go to Site, boom, Site Pages, boom, image number 3. All right, and I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to go next. So we're going to go do that. Da-da-da, just rinse and repeat. Guys and gals, gals and guys. All right, let's get all this shit. All right, we're copying that. And then I always have to remember where the hell I'm at. All right, so we'll do that. And then you can put like a number 1, number 2. You don't have to do the bullet points. You can just do like 1. And then I don't think it will do 2 like that. I'll show you what I mean. Let's see. So you can do 1. I'll push that out there. I don't know if you want that or not. We can push it back, I think. This is where it gets kind of touchy. This is where we increase indent. Because automatically, if you put a 1 dot there, it's going to do that. Because here, this is why. And you can see, you can't do that. So if you do another text, it's not like you can continue from that. It's not going to give you a 3. It's not. You have to do, if you're going to do it all bullet points with numbers, you have to have it all in one section. So that might not be feasible. That's why I do the bullets. I don't do numbers. So let's fix this. Is completed. And to me, the bullets is just as fine. I can get in probably the CSS and fart around with the back end and all that stuff. I really don't want to deal with that. I just want to make a quick tutorial that's not that urgent for it to have numbers instead of bullet points. So let me grab image number 4. And here we go, number 4. Okay, it's going to look good too. I'm going to leave it like that. And is this blue? Did I turn this blue? All right. And then I'm going to do another one. Oh, excuse me. All right, I'm going to do text. So there's a lot of text for this one. So I grab all this. Actually, I'm going to drag this over now so I can look at it on my other screen. And I am going to Ctrl V. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I don't want all this 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. See, out here you can do it. Here, let me show you. You can do it here. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you just can't do it on separate if you do it separately. So if you did another text, you tried to go 6, just going to stay there. I mean, you can indent if you want. But the thing is, you can do it for each one to line it up, I guess. Yeah, I'm just going to do it this way, just because this is the way I like to do it. And what the hell is that about? All right, now I'm just going to bullet everything. All right, and oh my God, there's a lot of, get rid of that. Spacing and stuff from the document. We don't need that space. Oh, so you see how these bullets are here? I don't want those bullets there. So what I'm going to do is come up here. I'm going to hit Shift Enter. Yeah, it's going to give me a space. I'm going to do that for all of them. Shift Enter. And back there. Shift Enter. And give that. You should see. Okay. Put that there. And then we can go and fix all this. Have the user. Log in with, is there a space here? Because there's supposed to be. Okay. Log in with, all right, I'm going to come over here. And this is where you can play around. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to turn the logic care to the computer name. I don't know why they put that as one word. Zscaler is fine. That's what it's called. The command prompt we'll put in. That's fine. It just doesn't recognize that. All right, let's go here. Let's go gray. Let's hit this. Let's get our last image. And there we go. Perfecto. Okay. And if we update it, and there you go. They go to that page, and I'm not sure if I can show it here, but this is basically what it will look like on their phone if they're using their phone to read this. So I don't know if I'm completely happy with that. I mean, what I could do is if you wanted to, you could go here. You could just put that as 1. Maybe I'll just do that. Leave it consistently as 1. It's a lot of space, but that's okay. All right, so we're not done yet. So now I want this article to be a group of articles. So I'll show you exactly what I mean as far as that's concerned. So we're going to go back here. I'm going to go to Pages. So if you see here, I have these as choices. So switch to Medicare, Motive Care, Medicare, and then Site Pages. So I'm going to call this, for now, I'll call this, so I want to go here actually, and I want to edit. Column settings. You see where this says test. I don't want that as test. I'm going to put this as, I'm going to put this as remote users for now. I don't know. I might change it down the road. And I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to go here, go on this line, and I'm going to switch this one to remote users. Okay. So now I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to go back. I'll just go to the home page. Say I'm on the home page. I want to go to my tutorials. So this is where I have switched to Motive Care. Now I'm going to do a new news section. And that is going to be, as soon as I find the damn thing, news. All right. And I'm going to call this, what did I say? Remote users. And then I'm going to hit this to edit. I'm going to come over here. And that's, I think that's what I want. Side by side. Yeah, that's what I want. So I'm going to filter this. Now I got to remember how I did this. Yeah, 4 is good. 4 as far as how many posts you want. Show number of views on. Yeah, that's up to you. Show author. It doesn't matter. I'll just show you what happens. Obviously, it just disappears. So that's all up to you. Okay, then I do want to filter and just have remote user articles right here. So I'm going to go to my filter. I'm going to do page properties. In my case, it's going to be switched to Motive Care. It's going to be something else for you. It's going to be equals. And then what I'm going to draw from in this section is remote users. And there's my article for that. I'm going to republish. And there you go. So let's deal with this right here, okay? Actually, I lied to you. I am going to bring up Photopea. So we're going to change this image right here. So I'm just going to right-click and open a new tab. And what you can do here is you're going to edit. You're going to do a page details. All right. I'm going to get rid of that thumbnail. So I am going to bring up Photopea. So I forgot about that. All right, so here comes Photopea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do new. I'm going to do 400 by 225. And that's going to be, I'll leave it white. 72 DPI is fine. So create, and I have other tutorials on how to use Photopea. So certainly seek those out. It's not very hard. So I want something cool on there to make it look cool. So let me go back here. So, I mean, the topic is caching remote users or remote users. So let's go to Google. Let's see what they have for remote users. Remote users. We'll just go into images. Let's see what they got. And I don't know, can really get anything. And if you worry about copyright and everything, you can go to Pixie Bay, free images. Mine's all internal stuff. No one's going to have a heart attack over what 15 people are looking at. So you can go to Pixie Bay and just go in remote user, see if anything comes up with that. Yeah, not particularly. You could grab this, I guess, and use that. But or you can do remote or just computer. I mean, play around with the keywords. I'm gonna grab this, I think. I'm gonna save as. Yeah, it's a PNG right there. All right, I'm gonna go back to Photopea. I'm gonna open what I just downloaded. That's that. And you know what? I might not even need this right here. I might just be able to go ratio 400, 225. See how that looks. Yeah. I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to hit this, and that's what it is. I'm going to go into images and make sure it's the correct size. So I'm going to make sure this is 400, and that's going to equal up to 225. All right, and then I'm just going to call this. It's a PING, and I'm going to call this cache moat. I'm going to put feature for as in featured image. Okay, so I'll go back and I'll have to find my images folder again. So just to show you the site assets is where those are sitting. And then I am going to bring up my downloads. And just to show you, ooh, geez. All right, there it is sitting right there in my downloads. I'm just going to drag it over, I think. I think I'm going to drag it over. All right, there she is right there. All right, so I'll go back here. And I'm going to change thumbnail out. I'm going to go to my site because I've uploaded it to one of my folders. And there she is right there. Okay, I'm going to select. And then I'm going to update news. Okay, and then we'll just do this. Okay, and there's the thumb. So another thing that I do, and let me show you right here, is I actually put the document. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to hit this again. I'm going to go into documents this time. I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it remote users. I'm going to create that. Now what I'm going to do is I want to download this, and actually I think it's already, I'll open this up. I think it's already in my download folder, which it is. So I'm just going to drag this over. And this will be instructionals, and I think that is way too long. So I'm just going to rename this using ConnectsWise. I think we can get rid of some of this stuff. Caching remote user. It's basically building a profile. I don't know why they called it. It should just say building profile, but this is what they call it. So, all right. And if you need to do all that, that's way too long, I think. But all right, very good. So let's go back to the article. I'm going to edit. And what I like to do is I'm going to go quick links. And I'm going to add a quick link, and it should be right here because I just downloaded it. I'm going to add that in there. And I'm going to put download Word document. If someone just wants a copy, they can certainly download it. I'm going to go here. I'm going to put these as buttons. I'm going to fill color just so it looks a little cooler. And I'm going to conform it to what I already have. So in this case, it's dark blue. And I'm going to get rid of this, actually. Credentials. Caching remote user credentials. I think that's fine for a title. All right, I'm going to update the news. Yeah, so if they go here, they can download this if they want, or they can work off the website. So if we go back somewhere among this mess, I'm going to go to tutorials. I created this page, by the way. If if you want to create that, you just create a page, and then you can add these. So I'll just keep doing articles about remote users. So if someone needs to come here, okay, I need this. I have to cache remote users. Okay, I'm going to click on this article, and I'm going to follow the steps, and I'm going to create a profile for that user. All right, so gals and guys, that is how to transfer instructionals from a Word document to SharePoint. And kind of a little extra along the way. I'm going to do the same thing with a PDF document. It's kind of a rehash of what I've already done. Maybe you'll get some new tips from that. So once I post this, I will make the other one and post that. So if you got anything out of this, please certainly like and certainly subscribe if you could. I would appreciate that. I appreciate you as always. And please share with any of your fellow SharePoint compadres and hit the bell for updates. And that is it. That is all. I will catch you next video. Peace out.